Call the meeting to order, please rise.
54, they've already been drawing.
Stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
That might be the easiest pool I've ever read in my life. It was very well put together. Okay,
Those two have already been picked and they were losers.
so we're gonna open the public hearing on community development block grant funding with the clerk. Call roll, please.
Councilman Russell?
Here.
Councilman Dietrich?
Here.
Councilman Duffy?
Here.
Councilman Easton?
Here.
Councilman Hayman?
Here,
Councilman Harvey?
Here.
Mayor LaFour?
Thank you. Could I get approval of the agenda, please?
Make a motion to approve.
Okay, under public discussion, this is an opportunity for the public to comment on items that are on the agenda. Please state your name and address for the record as the agenda item or items are presented to city council to be recognized by the chair. Please wait for the mayor to recognize you before making any comments. All comments will be addressed to the chair. This is under community development block grant funding. This is our public hearing. This is what we're addressing currently. Is there anyone here that wants to speak to that item on the agenda? All right, could we call roll, please?
Councilman Dietrich?
Yes.
Councilman Harvey?
Yes.
Councilman Russell?
Here.
Councilman Duffy?
Yes, here.
Councilman Easton?
Here.
Councilman Hayman?
here.
Okay, thank you very much. Corey, we gotta get through this part before I can recognize you. Ma'am, would you state your name and address for the record, please? Come up to the podium, or if it's easier where you're at, that's fine. We just did, and took the roll. That's what roll was for.
My name is Jillian Grabowski. I'm from Turning Point.
Okay,
I'm a case manager at the Turning Point Shelter Program. Turning Point has been providing a safe place for families fleeing violence since 1980. Across agency programs, Turning Point has provided services to residents up from the city of New Baltimore. Turning Point's hotline takes on average 9,000 to 11,000 calls a year. All of our agency services are free to the public. Turning Point's emergency shelter program is a safe haven for survivors of domestic and sexual violence. It provides immediate safety, crisis intervention, and resources to families trying to establish basic safety. The project is a multifaceted approach to end the cycle of violence in families.
I left at 7.
Turning Point's 2 shelter case managers meet with every new shelter resident within 24 hours of their arrival to develop an individualized plan based on their goals. They also work on a plan for safety, housing, and financial stability. This plan can include literacy, immigration, credit repair, supportive counseling for domestic and sexual violence after leaving shelter. The Emergency Shelter Case Management Program has developed collaborations and linkages to multiple systems, organizations, businesses, and churches that can help domestic violence victims maintain their safety when leaving shelter. There is a strong evidence which states that improving survivors' knowledge of and access to community resources leads to higher quality of life and less risk of reabuse over time. Resource building serves as a protective factor that enhances women's safety over time. Turning Point continues to provide comprehensive services for children while in shelter and after they leave. Children in shelter receive crisis support, tutorial, educational assistance, safety planning, recreational activities 7 days per week. The day camp runs all summer. Many children keep in contact with us 20 months after leaving shelter. A child crisis advocate worker with children and teens in shelter is able to follow them after they leave shelter to continue offering individual and supportive services. Turning Point Shelter Facility is completely handicapped accessible, has increased educational indoor and outdoor play areas for children and teens, private sleeping and bathroom facilities, multi-purpose rooms that function as a dining room and a family area activity, private dedicated counseling spaces, and spaces for other nonprofits to be on site to deliver their services. Turning Point is requesting $2,500 to fund shelter, meals, basic needs, crisis intervention, case management, child care, program advocacy, support, and information groups. Thank you for your time and consideration.
Thank you.
thank you very much. Anyone else want to speak? Yes, sir.
And I always know the attorney has plenty of paperwork and doesn't need any more, so,
But we all need a peg.
yes.
Thank you.
Good evening to the City Council and Mayor. My name is Scott Andrews, and I work for Interfaith Volunteer Caregivers. We are a nonprofit charity group that for the better part of 35 years, we've been providing basic assistance to hundreds of frail, older, and physically challenged adults, trying to help them remain safely in their own homes. Every year, we have roughly 400 trained, screened, and caring volunteers who provide little bits of volunteer service to help these seniors and physically challenged adults with support. And again, the main mission is to have them remain in their own homes. So we do everything from indoor and outdoor chores, minor home repairs, housekeeping help, friendly visits, friendly phone calls, respite care. I personally am involved with transportation, where we provide about 130 free rides to and from doctor appointments each and every month. And we're doing all this to help our vulnerable neighbors remain safe and independent in their home. Typically, in a given year, we have about 20,000 hours of volunteer service, helping roughly 500 persons that need a little extra to get by. When it comes to CDBG, our mission to help those forgotten neighbors to live safely and independently at their home, we use CDBG funding to grow our chore, repair, and home maintenance services that creates a growing need among the senior and disabled residents through the region. So the paperwork in front of you refers to our Safe at Home program. Obviously, you've heard one of the more recent census surveys said that about 25% of Macomb County is over age 60, and that number is expected almost to double by 2040. What you have in front of you, information on our organization, especially for the treasurer and the others, the sheet that I have on top just shows roughly what our program has done, and how in the last year we've been assisting 10 clients in Baltimore, and we have 4 volunteers that I contact frequently to help drive people to and from the doctor's offices. This is our 7th year coming before New Baltimore. If you look down on the little spreadsheet, you can see it looks like last year we were awarded $500 by this council, which would have been for 11 tasks, and we ended up doing 18 of these safe at home assistance to your residents. In this current year, we were awarded $375 for completing 10 tasks. We're on target for 15, and there is a request in front of you for $1,125, but I will be very honest, just having the opportunity to be here in front of you and the citizens is greatly appreciated, and any dollar amount that you could provide to our service organization allows us to help more New Baltimore residents. So, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Scott. Is there anyone else that would like to speak under our CDBG public hearing? All right, I don't see any hands. So under the special order of business, the purpose of this public hearing is to obtain the views of citizens concerning community development and housing needs as requested by the Housing and Community Development Act of 1974 as amended. The City of New Baltimore will be submitting 2 applications for the competition-based bricks and mortar projects from Community Development Block Grants, or CDBG, funds for fiscal year 2026-27 for the Macomb Urban County Program, Phase 7, Phase 8, ADA sidewalk ramp projects. The city will also consider allocating $6,100 in funds for multiple nonprofit public service agency requests and/or will facilitate the funds for senior programming in the City of New Baltimore. Federal guidelines require that maximum priority be given to activities which will benefit low to moderate income families or aid in the prevention of slums or blight. A variety of projects are eligible for community development funding. Some of them include property acquisition, code enforcement, planning and administration, handicap barrier removal, housing rehab, public facilities, public infrastructure, and public services. Rehabilitation of buildings. Citizens residing in blighted areas or lower income persons are encouraged to participate. So that there is no other request from Jennifer.
Is it, I don't know if it's appropriate to mention if this has anything to do with it, but I was hoping that the city would consider looking at a knockdown curb in front of the Pink House for, I think 80% of our customers are elderly and a lot of walkers and wheelchairs coming in, and hoping that you would consider if it comes up, I know the county's trying to help me with it, but that is just at the end of my new handicap ramp. There's just a curb and they're all naturally going to the curb and trying to get up and down it and with their walkers and everything, and it's pretty rough to see. I know that there's a lot of things you can't do, but that one little spot where they could just be able to walk up to the ramp would be helpful. Otherwise, they walk all the way to the alley and all the way down the sidewalk or all the way to the other end and come around. It is very difficult for them. I have many customers that struggle there, so that's it.
Thank you, Jennifer. We'll take a look at it. All right, pending no further public comment under CDBG, I will ask council for a motion to close the hearing.
So moved.
Support.
A motion and a support. Would the clerk call roll?
Councilman Easton?
Yes.
Councilman Dietrich?
Yes.
Councilwoman Hayman?
Yes.
Councilman Harvey?
Yes.
Councilman Russell?
Yes.
Councilman Duffy?
Yes.
Carried.
Okay, we're now going to call the city council meeting to order at 7:14, it looks like. And we've already done our pledge. Would the clerk call roll, please?
Councilwoman Hayman?
Yes.
Councilman Harvey?
Yes.
Councilman Russell?
Yes.
Councilman Dietrich?
Yes.
Councilman Duffy?
Yes.
Councilman Easton?
Yes.
Okay,
Four.
thank you. Coy, you're on.
All right. Let us pray. Heavenly Father, we come before you today with grateful hearts for the opportunity to serve our community. Grant us wisdom, patience, and clarity as we discuss matters that affect the lives of those we represent. Help us lead with integrity, to listen with compassion, and to make decisions guided by justice and common good. May our words and actions here today reflect a spirit of unity, respect, and purpose. Bless our city, its leaders, its workers, and every resident. May peace, prosperity, and understanding prevail in all we do. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
I preached on a sermon last night at Lighthouse Bible Church called The Salt and the Light. And I'm looking at a lot of salt and light as I look across this audience here. Read the Bible and figure out what you gotta do with that. I'll push the Lord, so that's who I work for.
Thank you, Coy.
Yeah.
Have a good evening.
You too,
Have
brother.
our best.
Thank you.
Hey, if you get hungry, we've got some, chicken going on at the house.
Uh-oh. Motion adjourned? Oh, you mean after the meeting? Thanks, Coy. Okay. Could I get approval of the city council meeting minutes of January 26, 2026?
Motion to approve. Support.
Motion and a support. Any discussion? Would the clerk call roll, please?
Councilman Dietrich?
Yes.
Councilman Harvey?
Yes.
Councilman Russell?
Yes.
Councilman Duffy?
Yes.
Councilman Easton?
Yes.
Councilman Hayman?
Yes.
Carried.
Okay, monthly reports.
Move to receive and file.
Support.
Motion and a support. Any discussion?
I have a question to ask.
Yes,
Um,
ma'am.
When people are cited for not removing the snow from their sidewalks, is there a fine?
There is a fee attached if we do the work. It's a DPS hourly rate.
But what if they're cited for it? There's no fine?
No, I believe there is a fine.
There is a ticket, Mayor.
Yeah,
For
there's a,
habitual.
yeah, there's a fee schedule attached to a ticket that
Okay.
they are allowed to issue
Okay.
prior to the city getting
It
involved.
wasn't in their minutes, in their notes, and I just wondered.
Okay, I can ask to, so do you wanna know if one is issued, is that what you're looking for?
I wanna know if they're issued a ticket for.
And what it was for?
No, it says what it's for, I'm just asking, do they pay a fine for not getting the ticket?
Okay, yeah,
Mayor, I can tell you that because I do the billing,
yeah,
I've only billed out actual, snow plowing or snow shoveling, not actual
Right.
fees.
okay, very good. I'll ask, Jerry to, or tell Al when I see him in the morning,
Thank
on
you.
Wednesday.
It was just a question, I was just wondering if there was a fine.
Not a problem,
I spoke to him today, Mayor. He is gonna issue tickets.
very good, all right. So we have a motion and a support, would the clerk call roll, please?
Councilwoman Hayman,
Yes.
Councilman Duffy,
Yes.
Councilman Eason,
Yes.
Councilman Harvey,
Yes.
Councilman Russell,
Yes.
Councilman Beecher.
Yes.
Carried.
Okay, we're at the public discussion portion of our regular council meeting. This is an opportunity again for public to comment on items that are not on the agenda. Comments should be addressed to the chair. Please state your name and address for the record. Please wait for the mayor to recognize you before making any comments, and we would just ask that you limit your comments to 3 minutes. I see that Jen's already at the podium, so go ahead, Jen.
Hi, my name is Jennifer Guy Moore, 37375 Woodland Drive. I'm here to ask for clarification and to raise concerns regarding Willow Creek Estates Phase 2. Recently, residents have observed excavation equipment on the property. This has raised concern, and we are unclear what work is currently authorized. We have heard that the property may have been sold, but we have not been able to find public information confirming a new owner. At this time, Piero Nardoni still appears as the listed owner, and the development remains identified as Willow Creek Estates. To our knowledge, there are currently no valid permits allowing work beyond stormwater retention. The most recent permits expired on March 12, 2025. If additional work is underway, we respectfully request clarification on what permits are in place and whether the current activity is compliant. We also understand that required infrastructure must be completed prior to any building permits being issued. This includes roads, land balancing, and utilities. We would like confirmation that these requirements are being enforced and an update on the status of infrastructure approvals for Phase 2. Finally, we would like to address stormwater concerns related to Woodland Drive. At this time, stormwater is being diverted through a culvert in a way that appears to direct water onto neighboring properties. It is our understanding that the diverting stormwater to another property is not permitted. We are asking why Woodland Drive has not been connected to the city storm drainage system and whether the issue has been reviewed for compliance. And to be honest, since 2017, when I started talking about this, that was the first question we ever asked. Also, can you please tell us, did this property sell or no? And also, there are certain council members that are worried about a golf course being built because they live by it, but not the property with all the problems that we have already had here with multiple flooding since 1995 due to this land being disturbed. What's going on here? Please, new council members, please look into all this information. We have all the documents since 1995. Channel 4 has been out 3 times. We have lots of pictures, news articles. We have all the information. Please look into this and let yourself be aware of what's really going on before you vote on anything. We appreciate the council's time and respectfully ask for your transparency and clarification so residents can understand what work is being done and ensure that it is being handled lawfully and responsibly and we do not get flooded anymore. Thank you.
Thanks, Jen. I've written down every one of your requests, and I would say I'm hoping by Friday I can call you at the latest to address these concerns. Okay?
Sorry, I gotta find my little notes that I wrote for myself. Okay. My name is Angela Fresh. I live at 37380 Woodland. I'm kind of got a follow-up question to Jen's, first statement. Given the possibility of new ownership and the fact that previous permits have expired, will the city be requiring the submission of new site plans before any additional work or building takes place? Specifically, we have observed a new drainage ditch that runs along the side of Woodland that was not included on any of the previously approved site plans. This raises concerns about whether current work aligns with what was originally reviewed and approved. Our hope is that updated site plans will be submitted and reviewed that accurately reflect all current and proposed drainage features, including appropriate precautions, and ensure that that proper stormwater management is approved by Eagle before any building activity is allowed to proceed. Thank you for addressing this question.
Thank you, Jennifer. As I said to Jen,
I'm
I'm sorry, Angela. I
know we're
wrote
like
you
one
right
and the
next to
same.
her. I apologize, I knew better than that. I'm gonna meet with our building official tomorrow
Okay.
as early as possible. He's sitting in the audience, so he's also heard the same thing I have. And I'm just not prepared to respond, but I promise you we will to each point.
Yeah.
And, take it point by point with you, okay?
Yeah, we just started seeing the equipment and we're like, we wanna make sure
Yeah.
that something.
I do know that a check was issued to the building department for infrastructure, a very large check. I would have to believe that a site plan has to be intact in order for that to take place, but let me get my facts straight and we can discuss this further.
Well, I'm hoping also that's not the same site plan from 2004, and that they have at least updated what they are currently already
Yeah.
on the land.
Understood.
Yeah.
I get
Just so
your,
you know, there
yeah.
is some people on that street who have not been able to recover from this last flood, so their homes are being damaged from this, and it used to be 3 houses, now it's happening to all but 2 houses on that side of the street, so.
All right, thank you, ladies.
Oh, thank
We
you.
have your info.
Yep, have a
All
nice
right,
one.
have a good evening.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Jen, is Rich coming tomorrow?
Yes.
Any other public discussion for items that are not on the agenda? All right, seeing that there are none, I will go and I would ask council for approval of our consent agenda. I'm sorry, what do we got? Oh. Yeah, I just moved it off the front of my pile, that's why I didn't ask for it. Okay, prior to approving the consent agenda, Emma brought to the clerk's attention, processing and postage amounts that need to be taken care of tonight. Could we please add under consent agenda item N for our assessing department?
Make a motion to add that to the agenda.
I'll support it.
You guys all have a copy in front of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we have a motion and a support. Any discussion? I apologize, you know I do not like to do this stuff at the last minute, but this was apparently missed and she needs this approved. So, on her part, we have a motion, we have a support. Question? Or the clerk call roll, please.
Councilman Dietrich,
Yes.
Councilman Harvey,
Yes.
Councilman Russell,
Yes.
Councilman Duffy,
Yes.
Councilman Easton.
Yes.
Councilman Hayman,
Yes.
carried.
Thank you very much. Communications and petitions?
Added, now we have to.
Oh, I'm sorry, I need a
Amend
motion.
the
All right, I need a
consent
motion
agenda
to,
as
yeah,
changed.
approve as amended now.
Support.
Thank you, Marsh. We have a motion and a support. Would the clerk call roll, please?
Councilman Dietrich,
Yes.
Councilman Duffy,
Yes.
Councilman Easton,
Yes.
Councilman Hayman.
Yes.
Councilman Harvey,
Yes.
Councilman Russell.
Yes.
Okay, now we'll go into communications and petitions.
Move to receive and file.
Support.
Motion to receive and file, support. Any conversation? Would the clerk call roll, please?
Councilman Hayman,
Yes.
Councilman Harvey,
Yes.
Councilman Russell,
Yes.
Councilman Dietrich,
Yes.
Councilman Duffy,
Yes.
Councilman Easton.
Yes.
Carried.
Okay, could I get approval of the agenda?
I'll make a motion to approve the special agenda as
A motion
Support.
and a support. Any discussion? Would the clerk call roll, please?
Councilman Duffy,
yes.
Councilman Harvey,
Yes.
Councilman Russell,
Yes.
Councilman Dietrich,
Yes.
Councilman Easton.
Yes.
Councilman Hayman.
Yes.
Carried.
All right, under special order of business, this is an opportunity for the public now to talk to items that are on the agenda. We would just ask that you please state your name and address for the record as the agenda item or items are presented to city council to be recognized by the chair. Please wait for the mayor to recognize you before making comments. All comments will be addressed to the chair. Item S1, approval of budget amendments for fiscal year 2026.
So moved.
Support it.
All right, I want to see the presentation, please. And we're going to support this? we just went over it last week.
What would you like to see?
Well, I see we're spending a lot of money and we're not bringing in a whole lot. I mean, we've taken off. You know, forget it. I think that she should present it to us. I mean, you have a lot of expenditures and I have to ask the questions. Is that what we want to do?
Not at all.
I thought she was a presentation, but.
It was a motion on the table, and now that you've had your motion, you have an opportunity.
I thought she was
have
gonna do
a
a presentation.
Yes.
Okay.
Sure.
Brittany, if you would, please.
Yep, absolutely. Before you is a budget amendment. The state budget act requires us to periodically review the budget that was adopted, back in June to, amend it for any additional expenditures that were not previously budgeted for, or any additional revenue that, that has come in or was expected to come in, and we are no longer going to, receive that revenue. So before you, I'll give you a high-level, review. The first page of the budget amendment is amending the general fund. This budget amendment before you is amending the budget, your budgeted revenues by $191,000, bringing your budgeted revenues from $9.3 million up to $9.5 million. The vast majority of that increase is related to engineering inspection fees, which of that is your Willow Creek and Ridge Point inspection fees that came in this year. We weren't expecting those when we were doing the budget, so we're now amending that, the budget for that. Another piece of that revenue increase is related to your liaison officers. We now have a liaison officer full-time at the school, and so we are increasing that, the budgeted revenue to reflect how much the increase in, that the school is now paying.
That's the total year?
Pardon?
This 47 reflects the whole year, the whole fiscal
No, that
year?
reflects the increase in the amount that they're paying.
Just
They're
for,
now paying approximately $92,000.
so that's just for this quarter when they put money in this quarter, is that what you're saying?
So they pay monthly, and the $47,000 is what's
Year to date.
expected.
Okay.
Your budgeted expenditures, we are asking to amend the budgeted expenditures by $1.5 million. The vast majority of that is related to the purchase of the new City Hall building, which was not planned for when we went through the budget process. It was approved to be purchased by council. So this budget amendment reflects that purchase that was done. So all in all, what this budget amendment for general fund does is it decreases your expected fund balance by $1.3 million. So when we adopted this budget, we were planning the budgeted ending fund balance to be $4.5 million, and this budget amendment brings your budgeted fund balance to $3.1 million at the end of the fiscal year.
Can I have a question?
Yep.
So we bought that property, we took the whole hit as a cash price?
So you have to, because you purchased it during the first fiscal year, you have to expense the full amount this fiscal year because you incurred the cost this fiscal year. Whether you finance it or not, that is.
You reverse it out for a debt service?
We would, it's complicated with government accounting. We would, if you finance it, I know,
No, it's
I
not.
know.
$1 goes in and $1 out.
So-
I mean, we say that all
so
the
you
time. I
would-
never understand that, but okay.
you would recognize a revenue for, the money that is at the fund level. You would recognize a revenue for the dollar amount that you finance. If you end up financing the full $1.3 million, we would come back to you with a budget amendment that shows a revenue of $1.3 million. That would offset the expenditure, and then in future years, when we pay the debt the debt service, you would also see an expenditure for your interest.
Okay, so did we close this property already then?
No, March
Or
4th.
So this is like an accrual on this $1.3 million then? If we haven't paid him yet,
You haven't paid them yet, but you're
No,
expecting
there's nothing accruing, it's the price we
unless you're
agreed.
planning on backing out.
well, she didn't accrue, I mean, sometimes I ask for accrual accounting, and we say we don't do that in government, now we did it on this one, so I'm asking a question.
We do, even though you haven't actually spent the money yet, you are planning on spending that money prior to June 30th.
So it's
Yeah,
an
it'll be
accrual.
but the proposed close date is March 4th. We just got that email today.
So if you close before June 30th, you would have to recognize that expense.
I agree, I just know we usually go quarter back, and we're into the starting the third quarter, so I just thought this was the first two quarters. It doesn't matter, we gotta
Right,
expect it
but-
sometime.
But it's a known expenditure, so if even though we're looking at the last two quarters, because we know that you're going to incur it, we're asking to amend the budget now.
You're asking to put it on a month late, I get it.
Yeah.
So it shows our fund balance going down, I get it, I know where we're going, okay. All right, no more questions on that.
Okay.
All right. Any other council questions on the budget? Quarterly report? Thank you, Brittany. All right, could I get a motion to, oh, I'm sorry.
I have one.
Oh, I'm sorry, clerk has a motion to support. Would you clerk call roll, please?
Councilwoman Hayman.
Yes.
Councilman Easton.
Yes.
Councilman Harvey.
Yes.
Councilman Russell.
Yes.
Councilman Dietrich.
Yes.
Councilman Duffy.
Yeah,
Carried.
All right. Item S2, approval of Electrosonics quote number 7608 for migration to Microsoft 365 Exchange Online. 1-year subscription to Microsoft Exchange Online and Barracuda email protection for current users in the amount of $26,100 plus labor with an estimated minimum of 25 hours in the amount of $3,750 and a maximum of 75 hours labor of $11,250 and annual reoccurring cost of $300 per user per year. Cost charged to all departments. So what will be taking place is, and Nick Barker is here from Electrosonics to explain this more in detail if we need it. But because the user agreements have a fee attached to them, the fee is attached to each user, and that is by email address. Is that right, Nick?
Correct, yes, each account.
All right, so this will be spread across each department as we identify the users per department.
can I have a question?
Yeah, please.
So how many email addresses do we have currently in the city then?
The quote at the time was for 85 users.
And as you are our our computer, our IT guy, how many out of those 85 are active?
Most all of them are, yeah.
Are they used?
Yes, so as there's turnover, as positions change, we turn off the old accounts, activate new accounts, type thing on it.
All right, what is added to that? Do we have a basic cloud to that, or is that the full Microsoft? What do we have attached to their email?
Correct, so the quote is for the Microsoft 365 Business Standard subscription. And right, that includes the Microsoft email, it also includes Office products like Word, Excel, Outlook.
Is there a way, I mean, I'm asking this in general for everyone here, is there a way to just give a basic package to the majority of the users that don't write emails, don't write presentations, don't do Excel spreadsheets, or don't do PowerPoint presentations? Or
Kind of, so users that don't have an email aren't counted in that account. So each department has, a number of employees that work for them. For example, DPS, they have, I believe, 3 or 4 users that actually have an email account. They send out emails, the office managers and things like that.
For sure.
But all the people in the field, they don't have city email addresses, so they have a number of employees doing things out in the field. So if they have 10 people or 20 people, they don't need licenses for those because they're not checking any email. It's just the office staff that would have it. So I work with each department to find out how many users they actually have, and that's, you only get billed for what you pay,
So that comes up to our 85.
Correct. And that number could change, when we actually migrate, we only bill for the users that are active. So every year we do an audit, I email each department head, and they tell me if we missed any accounts that need to be turned off. So that number could go up or down, as people are hired or as, positions are eliminated.
Is there an infinite number of emails that they can receive? Or is there a ceiling to make the price lower? I'm gonna say, because
This
I
is
would
the-
say
so-
I have users that can get 50 a month, and I can get 5,000 a month.
Right,
So I'm trying to see if there's a way to cut the cost.
Not on this plan, this is the lowest tier plan. So there are limits, like you can't send out 1,000 emails in a minute, your account will get shut down. But nobody, isn't doing that. The bulk email system is another solution, you don't use this for bulk emails. The other part is like storage, you might be thinking about storage, so.
Sure.
This particular system gives you 50 gigabytes of storage for your mailbox. Right now, no user is approaching that limit. If they were, we could upgrade to the next tier plan that gives only that user additional storage if they need it. Is that what you're asking?
Mhm. Okay, so we don't need it, we're at the bottom barrel right now.
Correct.
Okay. I'm good.
Okay.
I'm done.
Any other comment? You have a motion, you have a support? Any no further?
I don't have a motion.
Oh, we don't have a?
I'll make a motion to approve it.
Thank you.
Support it.
Now we do. All right. Would the clerk call roll, please?
Councilman Duffy?
Yes.
Councilman Easton?
Yes.
Councilman Heyman?
Yes.
Councilman Harvey?
Yes.
Councilman Russell?
Yes.
Councilman Dietrich?
Yes.
Carried.
Item S3, approval of quotes from Electrosonic. Again, item S3A, BSNA server update quote for $10,564. That cost charged to all departments once again.
Motion to approve.
Can we do these together, Tim, since they're a similar item but different updates?
You could do it together if council wishes to.
All right, I'd like to take B as well, if you don't mind, Jacob.
That's fine.
Item S3B would be BSNA remote desktop server upgrade quote for $15,780. Again, cost charged to all departments.
Motion still to approve.
I'll support it.
Motion and a support. Any further discussion? Would the clerk call roll, please?
Councilman Dietrich?
Yes.
Councilman Easton?
Yes.
Councilman Heyman?
Yes.
Councilman Harvey?
Yes.
Councilman Russell?
Yes.
Councilman Duffy?
Yes.
Carried.
Item S4, again, it's approval of Electrosonics quote to upgrade our Laserfish server for $2,676. Again, cost charged to all departments.
So moved.
Support.
Any question? Would the clerk call roll, please?
Councilman Heyman?
Yes.
Councilman Easton?
Yes.
Councilman Harvey?
Yes.
Councilman Russell?
Yes.
Councilman Dietrich?
Yes.
Councilman Duffy?
Yes.
Carried. Thank you.
Item S5, it's a request from Chris Bronzetti, the Moseri Cypress Development, for an extension to the Cypress Grove preliminary plat expiration date of March 10th, 2026.
Good job, thanks.
You have a motion to approve? Is there a support?
I'll support it.
A motion and a support. Any discussion?
Well, when do we, so I know we did this with Willow Creek, we've done this with some of the other builders where we have them go back to planning to make sure everything is still where it
I
should
think
be.
they're in the process of obtaining easement permits or
Okay.
permits for, Chris, do you wanna speak to it? Step to the podium, please.
I'm not Chris, I'm
I'm sorry, Dominic.
Strike two with names.
Hey, man, come on, Mike, you guys tricked me up here.
It's okay. Good evening, Dominic Mosheri, Mosheri Cypress Grove.
Thanks, Dominic.
Yep.
Apologize for that.
It's okay. So to answer your question, we are currently going through all of our engineering, trying to maintain or trying to establish a easement on the east side of the property. We have been in discussions with our third-party wetland consultant, Eagle. We have a pre-application meeting set up with, as well as finally establishing our plat. This is kind of a long, lengthy process. It usually takes about a year after plans have been submitted. I expect our engineering plans to be submitted within 90 to 120 days at the latest, to get involved, moving forward.
Mm-hmm. So this is just preliminary to get the infrastructure ball rolling?
Correct.
Yeah, okay. So you don't anticipate more than 6 months before you guys would probably be shovel ready?
Well, we need to submit the engineering to your departments.
Right.
And then that needs to further go to the
Get-
county
okay.
and then the state, and that takes about a year. We believe the golf course will be open for about another 2 seasons. So we're treading that line, but I hope that we are ready before that.
Yeah, so Jacob, to your question, the site plan approval for an extension is granted 1 year and then an additional, correct?
Yeah, now the difference is that they're a plotted sub versus a site condo sub.
Yeah,
that the
so
other
they
ones
would
are.
be, they would be able to come back and,
Well, they would be able to, but the other problem is that because it is an extended process, to make sure that we know where we are in the process.
Right.
So we don't lose way with the.
alright, so he's not putting himself in peril at all.
Yeah, I don't wanna see it though extended out, like a year out.
I don't
wanna
think
see
they
it
do
touch
either.
base, so.
Either do we.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
don't either. So you're thinking 2 more years on the golf course?
I mean,
easily.
I say 2 seasons, that's not 2 years, so.
Yeah, right.
I think fall is 26, fall 27, probably.
I'm
there.
okay with that, I like golfing.
Things they- the plotting process.
Especially some of the improvements you've made.
There's just so much to do that we don't really have an idea on timing, so it's hard to put
Okay.
ourselves in a room now.
My ask would be this, if you're gonna extend it out 6 months so we see where they're at with their permitting before you throw another extension out there. Again, because
agree
it's
with
all way.
Well, we have the right for a 1-year extension.
Hmm?
Don't we have the right for a 1-year
Yes,
extension?
yeah,
as
you
is?
can ask, but they
Can
can
ask.
modify it. They,
Okay.
the council can modify it, I would say, either way,
Yeah.
the request of council would be in good faith for you to be able to come back and show that you're moving forward and this is what you've done, if they feel that that's necessary.
And we're not denying you.
I understand.
It's just, yeah, it's more or less just
I prefer
making
to
sure
see
we stay.
six. Did you make that motion, Flo?
I did.
I didn't take one.
So
I'd
what
like
was
to
the
see
motion
6
again?
months.
To approve as the
Yeah.
1 year?
Are you willing to?
I'll support it if you take it to 6 months.
I'll take it to 6 months.
Remake your motion.
Okay, so.
I make the motion
so-
to reconsider to have this to a 6-month extension.
Okay,
I'll support it then.
alright. So Dominic, all that does is give you the window of either having to come back to us or, where you're, taking your permits through the process.
Yeah, what
And
we'll
if
do
you're
is
not
we'll-
ready in 6 months, it doesn't mean you can't come back and tell us where you're at and ask for the other 6.
I'm not too worried about it. We'll submit our plans within the 90 to 120 days.
Okay,
Come back for another 6 months extension and work together.
alright, very good.
Thank
Okay.
you.
So, any further discussion?
Yeah.
Alright, we have a motion and we have a support on a amended, request of 6 months from, the expiration date, correct?
Correct.
March 10th. Okay. Would the clerk call roll, please?
Councilman Harvey,
Yes.
Councilman Russell,
Yes.
Councilman Dietrich,
Yes.
Councilman Duffy,
Yes.
Councilman Easton.
Yes.
Councilman Heeman,
Yes.
carried.
Thank you.
Okay. Sorry, Dominic, I had Chris's name on this list here.
He sent the email me.
Yeah, tell him he got me good.
Take care.
Okay, have a good night. Item S6, approval of special event applications from Adam Abraham, Parks and Recreation Director. S6A is scavenger hunt involving downtown businesses and organizations on Friday, May 29th, 2026, from 4 PM to 6 PM at Walter and Maryburg Park.
So
Do I need to
moved.
take these individually, Tim?
You should probably do
Yeah,
special.
yeah, alright, go ahead, let's do them just like they're listed then. So item S6A first,
The motion is approved.
I'll make a
Alright.
motion to approve.
Mr. Chair?
you got a motion, you got a support?
Yes.
Who's asking? Yes, sir.
I just want to go over just costs and stuff, that's just so residents are aware. So this particular one is no cost on DPS or police to the residents, so thank you for that.
Alright, we have a motion, we have a support, any further discussion? And, would the clerk call roll, please?
Councilman Easton,
Yes.
Councilman Dietrich,
Yes.
Councilman Duffy,
Yes.
Councilman Heeman,
Yes.
Councilman Russell,
Yes.
Councilman Harvey,
Yes.
carried.
S6B, it's the triathlon event, swim bike run on July 11th, 2026, it starts at Walter and Maryburg Park.
So moved. Support.
Motion
I'll support it.
and a support,
Mr. Chair?
Mr. Harvey.
I just wanna bring up the cost so residents are aware of this. So DPS cost is $3,000 and police is $2,300. Together, this is a grand total of $5,300. We will be collecting $575, which can be billed.
which leaves $4,725 to the residents.
Okay, we have a motion, we have a support, and we have a comment. Would the clerk call roll, please?
Councilman Issa,
Yes.
Councilman Duffy,
Yes.
Councilman Hayman,
Yes.
Councilman Harvey,
Yes.
Councilman Russell,
Yes.
Councilman Deitch.
Yes.
Carried.
S6C, it's Memorial Day Parade, Monday, May 25th, 2026, from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m.
So moved.
Or,
Motion and a support.
Mr. Chair.
Mr. Harvey, why did I know I was gonna be calling it?
DPS cost here is $1,200, and I believe Parks does pay for DPS out of their budget. Police is $2,698. This is a grand total of $3,898.08. The police recovering cost is $674.52 on that particular one.
I have a question to ask. Do any of those costs come out of community promotions, Mayor?
Right now we do.
They're all currently come out of the general fund.
Right.
I meant community promotions.
Well, you can call whatever line item, but yes, it's our general fund. It could be community promotions, but I'm just saying, for your intent and purposes, yes,
So it comes out of community promotions?
it can, yes, that's correct.
Thank you.
The chief has a comment.
I have a motion to have support. Chief?
Any city ran events like the triathlon or parade do not get billed out because it is out of the general fund coming from another city event. So that hasn't been worked out. I know you guys have a work study on that, but that's just our cost. We don't recoup any cost on city run events.
Right. To date?
Correct.
Okay. No further discussion? We have a motion and a support. Would the clerk call roll, please?
Councilman Hayman,
Yes.
Councilman Issa,
Yes.
Councilman Harvey,
Yes.
Councilman Russell,
Yes.
Councilman Deitch,
Yes.
Councilman Duffy.
Yes.
Carried.
S6D is an overnight campout at Maynard Red Orange Memorial Park, June 5th, 2026, and June 6th, 2026.
So moved.
Support.
Have a motion, you have a support? Mr.
Chair-
Harvey, do you have a comment?
Mr. Chair, no cost to DPS or police on that particular event.
Very good. Get the popcorn out.
Listen,
Okay, we-
there's a lot of talk about budgeting. We want
No,
people to
I'm-
be aware.
We're so proud of you. So proud of you.
Very good. Would the clerk call roll, please?
Councilman Hayman,
Yes.
Councilman Duffy,
Yes.
Councilman Issa,
yes.
Councilman Harvey,
Yes.
Councilman Russell,
Yes.
Councilman Deitch.
Yes.
Carried.
And then item S6E, our Soggy Doggy Dog Swimming Event at the Walter and Mary Burke Park, May 9th, from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m.
I'll make a motion to approve it, and Jason will tell us how much it costs to wash our dogs on the beach.
I'll support it.
I see a joint ice cream cone event worked out here. All right, we have a motion and a support.
Mr. Chair.
Yes, Mr. Harvey.
DPS is $300 on that, so.
All right, very good. Would the clerk call roll, please?
Councilman Duffy,
Yes.
Councilman Issa,
Yes.
Councilman Hayman,
Yes.
Councilman Harvey,
Yes.
Councilman Russell,
Yes.
Councilman Deitch.
Yes.
Carried.
Item S7, it's a request from Santosha Yoga for approval of special event application for donation yoga in the park, Sundays starting June 7th through August 30th, 2026, excluding June 28th and August 2nd.
Make a motion to approve.
I'll support it.
How much does it cost, Jason?
No cost to residents on that particular one,
All
if
right.
anyone wants to know.
I did. Thank you.
Hey, you're taking my job on. Go ahead, would the clerk call roll, please?
Councilman Duffy,
Yes.
Councilman Harvey,
Yes.
Councilman Russell,
Yes.
Councilman Deitch,
Yes.
Councilman Issa,
Yes.
Councilman Hayman.
Yes.
Carried.
Okay, item S8, it's a request from Carl Weinrich for approval of a special event application for Farmers Market Sundays starting May 3rd through October 25th, 2026, with extended market space the second Sundays of each month on Washington Street from Main Street to Alfred.
So moved.
Support.
I have a motion, we have a support, any discussion?
Yes. Carl, did you see the comment from the fire department?
Yes, and I don't know if you saw, but the chief had responded back. The chief and I met, and he responded back to
Perfect.
it.
Thank you.
Yes.
1 minute, Cheney, please. I just wanna, Jeff, you're good with the ingress lane on both sides of the street. Right, perfect. And Carl, there was one other thing. There was, mention that there's going to be additional signage of pedestrian crosswalk. so
Yeah,
it'll be clearer.
we're gonna make signs at all four corners there.
Just to
help.
try, it's all we can do with traffic, but just to try to get people to become aware they're crossing a main street.
Yes.
Cause God knows, you've had it and I've had them walk into my vehicle as well. So, okay, we have a motion, we have a support
And Mr.
with the recommendations. And I have, okay, Jeannie, you first.
This is a question as a resident, not so much as a
You
treasurer.
can do that too.
Yeah. My question is, it says tear down at 2:00. We have found as a family trying to go to the park that the road is closed much longer than the vendors need. And we literally were told we could not park our car next to the park when nobody was there. So can that be addressed?
Yeah, we'll work with Carl to make sure that that's not a problem.
I'll stand up because we got two more after this. So, yes, the market closes at 2:00, and we do our best to get everybody out of there
Yeah, but
as
they're not.
quickly as
Right.
possible.
Right.
Some vendors take longer. We have elderly vendors that obviously take a lot longer to tear down. I just had this discussion with Jerry from Finn's. We're gonna do everything in our power to make sure that street's back open by 3:00. Just for the safety of our vendors, we try to keep it closed as long as we can, but, we're gonna, our market manager is here tonight. We're gonna work really, really hard this year to make sure we concentrate on getting that street open.
Yeah, nobody wants to put anybody in harm's way, so, the market, I think what needs to be accentuated is the market closes at 2, the
Right.
street doesn't open at 2.
Right.
So until the vendors are done, and it only makes sense, they need time to clear out, so it is still a little bit of an inconvenience, but it is what it is. I mean, the market itself is very successful, and it's, what's one more hour, right, out of the day?
It was far more than an hour.
I was gonna say, how long do you typically need to shut down? or
Well,
close up?
again, we try by 3:00.
Okay.
There have been days that it is extended till 3:30. Again, a lot of it depends on where, or, what vendors are in the market. We can only persuade them to move as fast as they can. Again, it's usually our elderly or sometimes our handicapped vendors that take a little bit longer that need assistance. So, I can't give you an exact time. Again, we try for an hour. And we will do our best to open it back up by 3:00.
There's, any consideration given to maybe trying to pocket them together in a particular area where it would allow us to open the front street side?
Well, one thing we're gonna do this year is we're gonna be adding some staff to our market. One reason because of the extended market on the second Tuesday,
Right,
or the
right.
second Sunday. But we're gonna be adding some staff, so hopefully that'll help, if somebody needs assistance packing up, that can help with that. I know
Right.
that is a concern, it's a big concern, it's
Well-
a concern for us too, but.
We'll figure it out. David?
I have a comment for next year. Can we take it from Main Street to Green Street? Then you keep Front Street and all that wide open, and you leave the park alone.
Well-
lights on the business, don't do too much.
Yeah. Yeah, most of the.
I just asked a question. I mean, that takes away a lot of the, it gives the beach back, right? Gives all that
Well,
downward back.
and hence, that's one reason why we're shifting the market a little bit, is to give Adam some of his parking back on that second Sunday. And we'll see how it goes. I would say that would be a more realistic, end result next year, is to have that shifted market, but not remove it from front. Again, the businesses, myself being one, the bakery, we love the market in front of us. Sundays are busiest days.
Yeah, right.
It's our busiest
Maybe
days.
you have
and
all
that's
these
one
other
reason why
vendors
we're-
down Alfred Street, down.
Well,
You
but
gotta
again-
think of your customers too, buddy. Just not your own. Just saying. I just thought I'd make a comment.
All right, I'm gonna
I just
reclaim
thought
the
I'd make
meeting.
a comment.
Carl, I'm gonna save you from this. All
Just
right,
was asking a
so
question.
I've got hands all over the place here. Yeah, well, let me get to Carrie first.
My only concern is if you spend it, you're taking more parking away, and we're already having a parking issue with the farmer's market. You've seen it last year.
Every day,
Yeah.
every
and-
Sunday, I'm down
And the
there.
vendors are at risk
It's a
because they're
wonderful
driving
thing.
down the sidewalk, trying
So,
to get out.
so are you saying you're not in favor of the expansion?
You're taking, when you expand it now, you're also taking the last 2 handicap spots available because the rest is taken up from the
Yeah, the
market.
ones that are in front of the old.
Except for 2 at the library.
Right.
You know, we have a lot, like Pink House said, we have a lot of elderly customers or people that use
Yeah.
walkers and stuff like that.
Okay, and you bring
That's
up a
my,
really good
that's my
point,
concern is
so
parking.
maybe-
If you can do something better with the parking,
maybe what we could do, Carrie, is provide temporarily a couple of handicap signs
like
on,
change it for
on,
somewhere
like,
else.
on the side of the building on Main Street. The Baker Building, where that would then be all handicapped instead of just one. It would allow for 2 or 3 more spaces, so the 2 we're gonna lose. Cause I think we gotta try to work with them at least to see
Like if you expand
how
it,
this is
let's do
gonna
something
work
with the
one time. They might try it once and say, hey, this was a colossal disaster, we're not gonna do it again. I don't know, I'm hoping that's not the case.
I'm all for market expanding, it's just, please stop taking the spots.
Yeah,
You know, just like walking downtown, I can't walk downtown anymore with my walker because I can't fit between the restaurants and that flower thing. I have to start walking in the streets,
right.
you know?
Well, you bring up a good point. So, John Kay, if you would this week, come and see me and we'll try to map out a couple of temporary on Sunday. We'll put those handicap signs like we did into the alley in front of, Always Care. And maybe we could just turn that whole spot on that one side of the building. It would give you 4 handicap parking spaces, which is the 2 you're gonna lose and we're gonna add 1.
And is there any resolution to that space that people have been parking in? To make it,
Oh, you mean on, yeah, that's moving forward. We're anticipating, they've been back in front of planning and historic. Their site plan was reapproved, and I believe Jerry, are they in building yet, pulling permits?
They're close.
They're having their engineering stuff done now, is that
Yes.
accurate? Yeah, so that's moving forward.
okay, good.
It is moving forward.
Cause that
Without a
parking was
parking structure.
disastrous last year. Cause they took that spot, no one knew how to get out and drive back the sidewalk.
No, I know, and that was a problem, because people who park in that parking area, they're elderly, and they cut across that sidewalk. I've seen them try to get into your vendor space and take a car all the way down
Yep.
the sidewalk to Front Street, so.
We've seen it.
And some of our vendors have generators that are on that grass. Someone, you know,
Yeah.
Carl's
Yeah,
got a lot of
it's
work
never,
ahead of him.
it's, I can only say this, a special event, we're never gonna get perfect. We can only try to improve what we've learned didn't work the year before. And I just say, you guys have done a great job improving what you've done to this market. So I'm always willing to see what we can do to support it, because it does bring a lot of people to
Yeah.
New Baltimore on Sunday. And it is a main event. People talk about this market all around the county.
Brings a lot of money to the town.
and
it-
people
it's
every year are
good-
still like, oh, I didn't know you had a farmer's market. Every
But
year
it's
they
good
still
for
get new people
business,
coming.
and when we help our businesses, we help each other. And your business is staying strong, keeps the community strong. Cause it all comes full circle.
But then you don't get business if you don't have proper parking either.
Well, I
It's
think,
like
Carrie,
a-
people will find that if they really wanna come, I promise you this, they'll park 2-3 blocks away. And they do.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but just so you know, as far as the parking goes, the net loss of parking from moving it up the street and giving back part of Front Street, the net loss is about 13 spots.
That's not bad.
No.
Not for what
That's
you're gonna
the net
recoup
loss.
in vendor space. That's not bad at all.
What's
All
the
right.
spot on Front Street?
Jacob?
Is that what you're talking about? You're losing 13 spots on that one?
No, net loss.
Yeah.
Between
Meaning
what-
that's total, Carrie. What you, from that whole
Yes,
space.
but how many of those spots are handicapped?
Well, I'm giving you,
You know,
I'm
that's what I
gonna
mean,
give you a
yeah.
net 1. You're gonna pick up 1 more than you're losing. So that's not a problem. We've just identified 4 spaces on Main Street, and, I think they'll get filled fast. All right, Jacob?
So circling back to the close-up of the farmer's market, can we possibly adjust, I mean, you've been running it now for a little bit now, so you kinda know your vendors. Can we get the ones that do have the ability to expedite their closing at 3 o'clock so we could clear Front Street?
Yeah,
Maybe move those down there.
I'll work with Brenda and we'll figure out who it is that needs help.
Yeah.
And maybe we'll, see if we can do
Carl, you
something
can
about
always
it.
impose
Is
a
there-
tiny little
and-
fee to somebody who takes.
Well, and that's unfortunately what might happen.
After
And
the
that,
3
and,
is $25.
and,
Yeah.
and
Hey,
before
guys.
somebody,
Guys, hold on, let me
way too
direct
long
you
in
back
this.
to the chair up here, and let's try to get through this one particular line item. So we've talked a lot about what can happen and how this will evolve the second Sunday. So that'll be, Carl, what's the date of that one gonna be in, May? Will it be the 10th? Cause the market opens on the 3rd. So the first full event will be on the 10th.
yes.
All right, we've got a lot of time, and Brenda, maybe one of the things that you guys can do from your market perspective is if you have already identified who the vendors are that take a little bit longer, maybe an hour before you close, you can plant the seeds. It's, you know, maybe start thinking about what your needs are gonna be, or if they need any help from your, you're gonna have extra workers, you
Yeah,
said
we're
this?
gonna hire some staff.
Perfect. Are they, Carl, going to be available to assist your market vendors?
Yes, that'll be one thing that we make sure we.
Cause then that could possibly alleviate part of what the slow process is. Alright, we'll do whatever we can to help with that from a safety. Yes, Marcia?
Why don't you just extend it to 3 o'clock? The market stops, closes
Because
at
then
2, it'll be 4.
You do this
Then
exact
then
same
you're gonna
thing.
have one.
You hear me out.
Yeah.
Shut it down at 2, give them till 3 to get, I mean, if you have that many handicap and.
Well, that's
Save
already,
individuals.
that's pretty much written in our applications
Yeah.
that
Oh,
they
okay.
need to be out of there by
Oh,
3.
well then you've got an
So,
hour, okay.
It's just a matter of enforcing that and trying to give a little more.
Add the money,
Oh, gotcha.
add the fine.
Yeah.
Alright,
Alright,
very good.
Mr. Chair, I'll be really quick.
Mr. Harvey?
Thank you to Parks and
I
Rec-
almost
or
forgot
thank
you
to,
were
yeah,
doing
you almost
this.
forgot. Thanks to Farmers Market, obviously you guys bring a huge exposure to the community, everybody loves it, and it's no cost to the residents for that stuff. so
No
thank
way.
you.
Alright,
Well, we'll worry about that down
that's
the
an
road.
excellent. We have a motion, we have a support. Could I get the clerk to call roll, please?
Oh, sure, I just flipped the page. Ready to move on to the concerts.
Yeah, we might wanna do this.
Councilman Dietrich?
Yes.
Councilman Harvey?
Yeah.
Councilman Russell?
Yes.
Councilman Duffy?
Yes.
Councilman Easton?
Yes.
Councilman Henry?
Yes.
Carried.
Thank you. Alright, item S9, you might as well stay. Request from Carl Weingrick for approval of the special event application for the weekly 3 concerts in Walter and Maryburg Park, Wednesday nights from 7 to 10 p.m.
So moved.
So moved.
Support.
We have a motion, we have a support. Any additional, starting June 3rd, 2026 through September 9th, 2026, except for the June 24th Bayrama, which is Wednesday.
I have a question.
Question, Ms. Hayman.
Did you see the police chief's comments?
We have
Okay.
alcohol.
the-
And I assume you mean no glass bottles.
Yeah,
It
that's-
doesn't say alcohol, so I need my officers to know.
Yes,
Hey,
it's the-
coolers are allowed, just know alcohol is allowed, because
Well,
Alcohol is allowed, as in the past. The only
Okay.
thing that we try to specify is don't bring
but
a
he
glass bottle.
asked that, so I had to ask it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
thank you.
yeah.
Well, that's my job.
No, I like it. That's good. I like the fact that people come and enjoy this from all over the place. All right, should I recognize you, sir?
If you would, I would appreciate it.
Mr. Harvey, I think you have a comment to make.
DPS cost is $2,000, police is $4,008, so this is a grand total of $6,008. Chargeback is $1,002, so $5,006 is to the residents.
Okay,
Spread over 14 weeks.
yeah.
No, I know, listen, I'm just being
I
fair
know,
across
I
the
know.
board.
Less
We're
is more,
prepared for that
Carl.
meeting.
Carl, less is
We-
more.
Okay,
Less is
we
more.
have a motion, we have a support. Would the clerk call roll, please?
Councilman Dietrich?
Yes.
Councilman Hayman?
Yes.
Councilman Harvey?
Yes.
Councilman Russell?
Yes.
Councilman Duffy?
Yes.
Councilman Easton?
Yes.
Carried.
All right, item S10, it's a request from a gentleman by the name of Carl Weingrick for approval of a special event application on the Weekend Country Music Festival, September 18th and 19th, 2026, in the Walter and Maryburg Park.
So moved.
Support.
We have a motion, we have a support, and I don't know why, but I think Mr. Harvey has something to say.
Mr. Chair, DPS is gonna be a $2,000 cost, police is $5,333.44. City gets back $1,333.36. So this is a cost of $6,008. Over the total of all these events, just these particular ones, this is $22,831.60, and $3,582.90 will be recaptured.
Okay, thank you for those calculations. We have a motion, we have a support. Any further discussion? Would the clerk call roll, please?
Councilman Dietrich,
Yes.
Councilman Easton,
Yes.
Councilman Keenan,
Yes.
Councilman Harvey,
Yes.
Councilman Russell,
Yes.
Councilman Duffy.
Yes.
Carried.
All right, I'm gonna pause just for a second to add a commentary to what just was going on. This, Mr. Harvey was throwing some numbers out. So the council has a special work study coming up in March. It's March 16th, I believe, at 6 p.m. It is exactly to talk about the special event application fee structure. So it doesn't, that's why none of this has been changed going forward this year, because we've already approved a number of applications. It wouldn't have been fair to people coming in after the fact. I don't know where it's gonna go, but if you have an interest in it, I strongly encourage you come and participate in that process, please. All right?
Mr. Mayor, I just want everybody to know that any changes that might be made won't be effective until January of '27.
Okay,
And Mr. Chair, just one thing, I'm not trying to pick on special events, obviously these bring a lot of revenue back in for our businesses and that, but we do have to have a happy medium because some residents don't use this in budgeting. And if you go on New Baltimore now, everybody's talking about our budget, what we spend, because that's just what's going on in society today. So we wanna be transparent on what's going in, what's coming in and what's going out to our residents.
Right.
So
All right.
don't take it the wrong way. Thank you.
all right, very good. Item S11, it's approval and authorization for the city to apply for community development block grant funding, CDBG, for Phase 7 and Phase 8 ADA sidewalk grant projects. Jennifer. In the amount of $150,000 for each phase, for a total of $300,000, and allocate public service CDBG dollars in the amount of $6,100 to facilitate the funds towards the city's senior programming and/or nonprofit organizations. That is a request for a motion to approve.
So moved.
I'll support it.
All right, we have a motion, we have a support. Any additional comment? Would the clerk call roll,
Hold on,
please?
no, cause I need clarification. I need clarification, we're gonna have $6,100.
Oh, the 6,100,
Senior program, senior program, or anything to nonprofit?
yeah, council, what's your pleasure on the 6,100? Do you want it to stay in the city senior programming? Adam, do you wanna speak to that?
Yes, I was just gonna ask, so we utilize the CDBG funds with our senior trips. They help us subsidize the bus costs for seniors. So they limit the age, 62 plus is the age to go on these trips. They sell out very fast when we're able to reduce these bus costs, to be able to put on these trips with the CDBG funds. So they're very valuable to us.
Okay, all right. Any comment from the,
Did you make the motion? Did you make the motion?
any comment from the council? All
I
right, we
prefer
have
to
a
keep it
motion.
to, well,
I'm
don't we
sorry,
have to
Dave?
specify the $6,100?
Yes, that's what I.
Yeah.
Flo needs to specify that.
Yeah, that's what we're asking right now.
I'm asking her.
Yes, so,
Say yes.
Yes.
She
Okay.
says yes to the senior
all right,
program.
okay, very good. So they allocate the city of New Baltimore will allocate that to our seniors through our senior programming.
Correct, and I still support it.
Okay, so we have a motion, we have a support with that allocation to the seniors of Parks and Rec, through Parks and Recs. All right, would the clerk call roll, please?
Councilman Hayman,
Yes.
Councilman Duffy,
Yes.
Councilman Easton,
Yes.
Councilman Harvey,
Yes.
Councilman Russell,
Yes.
Councilman Dietrich.
Yeah.
Carried.
Okay, before we go into closed session, we'll do communications and committee reports from council. Mr. Duffy, I'll start with you this evening.
I just have, we approved everything through rec, that we went through the rec, so the soggy dog and all that kind of stuff, so, that's all good, and I didn't go to arts and culture, cause I was out of town, so that's That's all I have.
Dave, could you just take a second and speak to, there was a, meeting that you called on the meeting that you had here with the residents
I think
on-
you and I wanna talk about that first.
You don't wanna go down that yet?
Not today, no,
Okay, all right.
that's why I put it in an email,
All
I
right.
said at the next council.
Okay, very good. Yeah, I thought you were gonna present to council, but that's fine. I'll be happy to. Flo,
I just want to remind everybody that on Thursday, the 12th of this month, Relay for Life is doing a benefit pasta dinner at the VFW. The cost is only $5 a person. If you don't already have a team, Jason and I have the New Baltimore Lions Club team. You can mention our team, we would love it. And I hope everybody will be there. I also still have Jack of Spade tickets for the police department. And I attended the, as their liaison, I went to the police department meeting, and the officers are the same with the exception of the secretary. Denise is retiring, and Lane Marston will now be the secretary of the Police Officers Association. And August 31st, which is a Monday, is the date of the police officers fundraiser, which will put it on your calendars. It'll be a great event, and it'll be up at the Upscale Bar.
all right, thank you. Mel?
Nothing tonight, sir.
Okay, Jacob?
We just had the arts and culture meeting. We went through their program they're gonna be running through Winterfest to be able to vote on different artistic pictures that are gonna be available. They'll have a TV viewing monitor within the tent to be able to do so. And then I just turned over to Marcia the funding proposal so they can apply for grants.
Very good. Jason?
Just so everybody is aware, there's a DDA meeting on Wednesday at 7 PM if you'd like to go to that. And then, obviously, the meeting for the discussion on special events and the fee structures will be March 16th, and that's gonna be at 6 PM, if anybody would like to join there. And then I just wanna ask council to, excuse me on the 23rd, as I'll be out of town for that council meeting.
No. I mean, of course we will. All right,
He's going on a cruise.
Stan?
Yes, just some committee report for the planning, meeting that was on the 27th. We had, P3 development, site planning, final reviews, with electrical, plumbing, mechanical, fire, bonds, and fees, permits expected in February, to March 2026. Spring construction to start, targeted. Sign approvals for the two, which is Smoky Rose and Matt's Fire Pizza. I had the master plan update, chapters 1 and 2 distributed for review, 41 survey comments received, definitely low response. Suggest wider promotion, Facebook, DDA, Google, things like that. And other action items there were the committee assignments, the meeting dates, adjusted follow-up, signed for the SEP and master plan comments annual report. Next one for the ZBA, officer elections, Michelle Donovan elected chair, Jeff Byron elected vice chair, and then the outcome, board approved the variance for the Always Care. It met the required standards under section 60-273. They approved the meeting minutes and adjourned.
Dan, was that, excellent report, was that on the old Bethel Temple Church building?
Yeah.
So they were requested they were granted their request?
Yes.
Excellent, so it sounds like that's gonna move forward. That's another happening thing downtown. All right, very good. I wanted to add that Citizens Advisory Committee is accepting nominations for Citizen of the Year. It cannot be an active elected official or board member. So just keep that in mind if you have somebody that you would like to nominate. And we'll be more than happy to pass that information along. We have petitions in the lobby by the, I'm sorry? Applications, I mean, in the lobby by the handout material. And, Mr. Kassab passed, and his funeral was today. So, that was a gentleman who had purchased quite a bit of property in downtown New Baltimore.
He sold it.
Pardon me?
Heard they sold it already.
I believe it's in the process, yeah, he won't be developing it. But with that being said, I will entertain a motion to go into closed session.
Motion to go in closed session.
All right, have a motion, is there support?
But, yeah, before you call the roll, just I wanna make sure it's in the record pursuant to MCL 15.268, number 1 in parentheses, lowercase d in parentheses.
Thank
Yeah,
you
that's what
very
they
much. Just whatever he said. Good night, guys, thank you. Hopefully at the new place, we'll be leaving and you'll all be staying.
The longest meeting ever for
Yeah, we haven't, I
town
haven't
of
said
14.
that. We're not. All right, we're back in session at 8:23, and we are on item S12, which is discussion and or approval of lease of real property. That would be, for the aquatic center. Can I get a motion based on the attorney's approval of the contract?
So, motion to move forward with the attorney's approval.
Support.
All right, very good, thank you. I have a motion, I have a support. Any further discussion? All right, would the clerk call roll, please?
Councilman Dietrich?
Yes.
Councilwoman Hayman?
Yes.
Councilman Harvey?
Yes.
Councilman Russell?
Yes.
Councilman Duffy?
Yes.
Councilman Easton?
Yes.
Carried.
Motion
Alright.
to adjourn.
One, I got a motion to adjourn?
Yes.
You need a support.
Support. Oh,
Okay, I got a motion, I
I
got a
was
support.
writing.
Prior to adjourning, I wanna make two other statements. One, I wanna recognize Adam for 1 minute. Adam, would you please, tell the council what you told me coming into session tonight?
Yes, so in middle of December, we had an opportunity with a private, playscape company. They do a statewide funding opportunity. Very fast-moving grant. We, took it, gave a shot at it, submitted the application, quick turnaround, 3 weeks, at about, I think the email came at 6:52 this evening. We did receive the grant from Playtime, or Game Time
good work.
Play Structures. What this will do, will fund 50% of the equipment cost for a new playscape at Maynard Red Rain Memorial Park.
And he's already sought the additional funding, so it won't cost us anything.
Right? Where are you getting it from?
This goal is not, the plan is to not touch the general fund.
Yeah, until,
Alright.
well,
Yeah.
Park Improvement Fund, which is
You didn't do it yet.
proceeds, has $125,000 in it currently.
and then
so-
Bayram was stepping up to the plate big time.
I just let that's who I was texting him about earlier.
I
was
told
letting
him
know
it was
so we
okay
got
to
in the
let
board
them know.
meeting.
Yes.
And I
Yeah.
told you I couldn't
Is
tell
that
you.
tomorrow already? or-
Great job.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
So-
perfect timing.
I just need to know what your ask is so I can bring it to the board.
Yeah.
Okay, I've been
So
talking
let
to
him know, let him know
Okay, yeah.
before tomorrow night, please,
Yeah.
because they have their meeting tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right,
We didn't roll the whole now?
am I done making my comments? No, I have one more. No, I was waiting on that.
Well, I had a
Um,
motion to adjourn.
We do have a motion to adjourn. All right, call the roll. No, I'm good, I'm good, no, I'm good. I'll finish it tomorrow. That's good. Call the roll.
Councilman Duffy?
Yes.
Councilman Harvey?
Yeah.
Councilman Russell?
Yes.
Councilman Dietrich?
Yes.
Councilman Easton?
Yes.
Councilwoman Hayman?
Yes.
Carried.
We are adjourned.
There we go.